morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am serving as your presiding judge on this morning. We are going to start off with our Veterans Treatment Court. So I'm excited. Mr. O'Brien, you look like you're at work. Are you at work?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to do you first, and then I will have the attorneys and everybody else place their appearance on the record once I finish with Miss when it's time for your comments for Mr. O'Brien. All right, I have the following for Mr. O'Brien, case number 210-611-8501. Mr. O'Brien, state your full name for me, please.
Marcus Lane O'Brien.
All right, Happy New Year to you, sir.
Happy New Year to you, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. You know, I had a couple minor setbacks, a couple incidents, actually, but I'm okay. Rebounding good, and everything's well. You know, I'm still working out of climbing myself out financially, but I'm doing good.
Okay, very good. So I heard you say you had a couple of rebounds. So you did what you needed to do to get back on your feet, to get your footing?
Yeah. I had the doctor made me take a couple of days off. I did. I rested, and I got right back to work.
All right. You're taking good morning. And you're taking good care of yourself, right, Mr. O'Brien?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
All right. That's very important to me that you take care of yourself. I want you to work the program, but I need you to be here to work the program. So I need you to take good care of yourself, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Tell me what you learned in 2022 that you have taken with you into 2023 to help you along the way.
Well, it's best to take care of things first and do not put it back and say, I'll take care of it later. Because too many laters comes up to you at one time. And it kind of makes you go good. So when it's time to do something, do it right then and there while you can.
There you go. That's a good thing. That's a good thing to take into the new year with you, Mr. O'Brien. All right. Are you having any issues? Anything you need us to help you with?
No, the issues, there were a couple issues I thought, but I have them under control. You know, my issues are financials. You know, I'm still climbing out the hole, but I'm taking them one day at a time. And I'm climbing my mountain, Your Honor. I'm climbing my mountain.
All right. Very good. Very good. And you also know that you have a veteran mentor available to you. You have your case manager. You have our attorneys here, the court, the team. So, you know, if you need help or you need to share, by all means, I want you to do that, okay?
Yes, Sharon, I will.
All right. Awesome. All right, Mr. Yancey, are you presenting Mr. O'Brien this morning?
I am, Your Honor. So, Mr.
Place your appearance on the record for me.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Veterans Court this morning, Your Honor. So, Mr. O'Brien, he's hanging in there. He's in phase 2, and he has had some physical setbacks, but he's been working on them, and he's really been trying to get through them. Other than that, Your Honor, he's in full compliance. He was in compliance throughout the holidays regarding screenings. All those screenings were negative, Your Honor. He still keeps in contact with his mentor, Mr. Parker, and and he keeps up with Mr. Kasheri. They both have given me a report. Mr. Kasheri is not on today, but I have contacted him. He said he's still in full compliance with our program, Your Honor. So we're keeping up with Mr. O'Brien, making sure he stays as healthy as possible, letting him know that we are concerned about him. He's working really, really hard, but he's in full compliance at this time, Your Honor.
All right, awesome, very good. Mr. Parker, as the mentor, can you place your appearance on the record and tell me if there's anything you'd like to share as to Mr. O'Brien?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, courtroom. Jimmy Parker, Veterans Treatment Court mentor. Yes, I Mr. O'Brien works quite a bit. So, and I very seldom, I don't hardly know just what time to call because he has to go to bed early because he gets up and go to work long hours. But we talked, we talked a few days ago. I texted him and he texted me back and let me know that he's doing well and that he has been working so much and then working at home, trying to keep things going. So, but he's doing well. He's doing real good. He sounds good, looks good. And being back to work, I think just made things a lot better. You know, he's able to, as he said, you know, catch up on some of the things that he yet he's in good spirits, and I'm glad to see that. And yes, he does. We keep in touch with each other, and again, you know, he's working quite a bit. So I just want to encourage him, just keep up the good work. Know that I'm here if you need me, and just keep doing what you're doing, Mr. O'Brien. You're doing well. Thank you, Young.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Parker. For the attorneys, place your appearance on the record first, and then if you have anything to add, ask to Mr. O'Brien.
Yes, Judge. Thank you and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Veterans Court, Drug Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a continuing motion that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge. And as to Mr. O'Brien, congratulations, sir. Good report. You're working the program. You have a great attitude. Keep up the good work, sir. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. Thank you. Be safe and Happy New Year to you, sir. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I might put my appearance on the record, Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney. And I'd just like to say, Mr. O'Brien, you're doing it. It's so good to hear how you're overcoming the problems that affect us all, but you're handling it well and you're doing a great job. Keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you.
All right. If there's nothing else, ask to Mr. O'Brien. Mr. Yancey, what's the next date for Mr. O'Brien?
Your Honor, we want to have a face-to-face with Mr. O'Brien on January 24th at 10:35.
All right, Mr. Yancey, how long has he been in phase 2?
Your Honor, it has been, wow. It's been about 5 months, Your Honor. In fact, we would love to promote Mr. O'Brien to phase 3, Your Honor.
All right, has he completed the requirements of phase 2?
Yes, he has, Your Honor. All the requirements of phase 2, actually.
All right, Mr. O'Brien, do you have any objection with being promoted to phase 3?
No, ma'am, not at all.
All right, any objection from the team as to Mr. O'Brien being promoted to phase 3?
No objection, Judge.
All right, I need everyone to join me for 2 reasons. One, let's celebrate Mr. O'Brien for first being promoted to phase 3. You are on your way. And then secondly, we want to thank him for his service to this country by serving in the Army. And so come on, let's celebrate Mr. O'Brien. Thank you, Mr. O'Brien. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. Very good. Very good. All right, Mr. Yancey. Mr. O'Brien, thank you so much. We will let's keep his date of January 24th for his face-to-face. And then I'll see you shortly after that. Okay, Mr. O'Brien?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. And Happy New Year.
All right, wonderful. Happy New Year. Enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye. All right. We should have James Fry and Mr. Richardson for our Veterans Treatment Corps. Mr. Scott, go ahead and place your appearance on the record for me.
Good morning. Thank you, Your Honor. Kevin Scott, veteran mentor for 36th District Specialty Court.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Scott. All right. Mr. Yancey, you told me you have not been able to get in touch with Mr. Richardson. Mr. Scott, Mr. Parker, have either of you been in contact with Mr. Richardson?
Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Richardson, I think it was Friday or Saturday. He said he was doing well, and I guess, and I can give him a call after this, that he had a face-to-face, I guess. And he said he had been, I guess he's been doing the treatment at Lakeview because he said he had saw Mr. Williamson about a couple of days.
We found out that wasn't true.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Yancey, has he at least been testing?
He was testing at Lake Richardson, and I believe he stopped having contact with them like the last week.
But he wasn't testing at a third-party facility because he's living on his own, Mr. Yancey.
Right. He was going to jams. Then he stopped that. Looks like about a week ago.
Okay.
Why I didn't catch it? I was on a bereavement leave, Your Honor.
Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. And so, Mr. Yancey, let's get we'll put it on the record if he doesn't come in. And then Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I'll put on the record as far as, because he should be almost at the end. But now, if he's not in compliance, he's not going to get those dismissals. He can't just decide he's just going to do what he want to do.
Yeah, he's at 27 months.
Yes. And so I'd like to see him get those dismissals. I don't know that he really cares at this point.
And Mr. Williams said he did talk to him about a week ago, but hasn't had contact with him since. That's Jonathan Williams.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll give him some time to see if he shows up.
Okay.
Let's keep going. Do we have the other veteran, Mr. Fry, with us?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that Mr. Fry, that's on.
Yes.
All right, awesome. All right. I have the following, Mr. Fry. I'm going to have you unmute.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you this morning, Mr. Fry?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
That's good. Let me place your case number on the record. I have for Mr. Fry. 1 second. I have case number 210-456-7901. Mr. Fry, state your full name for me, please.
James Devlin Fry.
All right. Happy New Year to you. I don't think I've seen you since the New Year, or have I? I did your intake right after the New Year, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so how's it been going since then?
It's been going very well, man. Just staying positive and trying to continue to do what was necessary.
All right, very good, very good. So you've been working your program, going to your testing and your treatment and all those good things?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
What do you think about it so far, Mr. Fry?
Well, it's a necessary, ma'am, and I'm okay with it. I have to perform and show you that I'm capable of being a good human being to society and to my environment.
All right, are you opening up and being honest and open during your sessions so that we can make sure that you're getting the right level of care?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, very good, very good. Are you having any difficulties, any struggles with any aspect of the program so far?
No, I'm not. It's just, I got good family support, so I'm motivated by the fact that my children are supporting me and my brothers and sisters are supporting me. So I have no reason to fail.
All right, very good, very good. And you also believe in yourself that you can do it, right?
Oh, definitely. That's definitely a positive.
Awesome, awesome. All right. Did you have any questions for the team today since you're fairly new at this?
No, I do not. I'm just I'm gonna talk to my insurance company about an additional counseling so that I can make sure I do everything that's necessary for the courts and also necessary for me to get any reassurance of proceeding forward and completing the program.
All right, awesome. Thank you for doing that, advocating for yourself. Make sure you get everything that you need. I get a little shaky when, the standards of the program require, depending on your risk and need level, certain amount of hours of counseling and therapy. And so I get a little shaky when insurance companies say 3 days and we're done. Especially when it's something that you may have been doing for 30 years. How can 3 days help you to get back on track, right? So advocate for yourself. Advocate for yourself. You pay that insurance. I cringe when I see what they take out of my paycheck for insurance. So advocate for yourself and tell them I need the help. Don't just take the 5, 3, 4 days or whatever. Advocate for yourself that I need the help and I want the help because I want to do this and I want to do it right. Okay?
Exactly. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Awesome. All right. Mr. Yancey, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Fry?
Yeah, this is his first Zoom hearing. I did talk to him. I have been talking to him prior to this a couple of times. He's real cooperative, real motivated. He says something really important. He's got a lot of family support, which is gigantic, as opposed to some people are trying to get away from their family because they're users. He has total family support. So he can't beat that. He's also connected with the VA hospital with the therapist, and what he mentioned is he's also trying to get additional therapy and counseling through his insurance company. So we're working on two forms of therapy at the same time. And other than that, he has been screening. He has not missed any screenings, and all his screenings have been negative. So considering this is about the 1 week mark, he's doing great.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Who was assigned as Mr. Fry's mentor?
Good morning, Your Honor. I was assigned as Mr. Fry's mentor. I did have a chance to speak with him during his initial intake, and as Mr. Yancey has stated, he does have tremendous support. He intimated that to me, that he has great family support, that he is really looking forward to just engaging in the process. I'm really looking forward to working with Mr. Fry, especially since he is a fellow Marine. So I'm looking forward to forging that bond and helping him and assisting him in any way possible. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. From the attorneys for the team?
Yes.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Fry.
Good morning, sir.
You're new to the program. Don't get overwhelmed. Keep up the good work. You have a great attitude. Stay in touch with Mr. Yancey and stay in touch with your mentor, Mr. Scott. We know it's not easy, but keep up the good work, sir. Thank you, and Happy New Year to you, sir.
Thank you.
And if I might add, Your Honor, boy, Mr. Fry, you've hit the ground running. It's great to hear, and you certainly are motivated, and you have that military way of doing things that you're going to accomplish this task, and that's obvious to see, and it's great to hear that you have family support. So keep up the great work, sir. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, Mr. Feinstein.
All right. Very good. If nothing else, Mr. Fry, we're gonna give you your next court date. Mr. Yancey, I don't know if you've received the assessment, the clinical assessment through his insurance. Until then, I'm gonna see him on a weekly basis.
Okay, Your Honor, so that would put us at, Your Honor, January 17th at 8:45.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Fry?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right, you won't see me every week for the whole time you're here, but until we can get some things cleared, we'll do the 17th, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Thank you, sir. I'll see you next week.
You take care, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Mr. Richardson. Oh, before you leave, Mr. Fry, can you hear me? Before
Yes, Your
you
Honor.
leave, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking you for your service in the Marine Corps, representing this country and protecting us. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Yes,
Thank you.
yes. All right. Now
Thank
you're
you
free
very
to
much.
leave.
Okay, Your Honor.
All
Have a
right.
good day.
You too. Bye-bye. All right. Mr. Richardson can't hear me, can he? He's not connected to audio. Call him Mr. Parker. It seemed like you got him on.
Yes,
Somebody got him on.
I
But
talked
he's
to.
not connected to audio.
Okay.
And then we'll come back. I'm gonna take Mr. Fry off. All right. And then after Mr. Richardson, that's our last matter. We need those veterans, Mrs. Scott. I don't know if you heard me.
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Putting the pressure on you. All right. All right, court is gonna be in recess for a moment.
Your Honor, can you hear me?
Move traffic cases for the end of January. Yes, I can hear you.
Mr. Richardson is unable to connect to audio. Is there any way we can adjourn his case to the 17th for him to physically come down to the court?
Sure. Let's do that. Let's do that, Mr. Yan.
And then he's articulated to Mr. Parker. He's been in the hospital. So I would like him to physically come down on the 17th, and
Okay.
hopefully we can resume this that way.
All right. So for Mr. Richardson, case numbers SP 106066801 and 20057233501. I'm adjourning it to January 17th, 2023, and that will be at 8:45 a.m.
And then I asked Mr. Parker to articulate for Mr. Richardson to contact me today in the AM.
Okay.
So, and that's him calling me now. Can I be excused to take the call?
Yes, sir. All
Thank
right.
you
Let him
so
know
much.
we've adjourned it. And so that completes our Veterans Treatment Court docket. Go ahead, Mr. Yancey. And so I want to thank our mentors for being on this morning. And so, yeah, I want to thank you all for being on this morning. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Everyone have a great
All right.
day. Bye-bye.
All right. You do the
Good
same.
day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to call the 8:30 matter at this time. I have for Devontae Adams, case numbers SP 1109680, counts 1, 2, and 3. These were all arraignments on the bench warrant. It's now 9:13. I've given Mr. Adams the opportunity to appear. He has failed to do so. Capias will issue and the bond will be set at $50 cash as surety as to each matter.
Yes.
All right, and then we'll be in recess just for a moment. You all should know that Ms. Ellis is physically here in the courtroom. And when Ms. Cleveland is ready, we'll go forward, but you all need to make sure you look at the emails that Ms. Cleveland has sent, because I have not received any justification why she would continue to be diluted, and I'm going to sanction her on this morning, and so I do need a prosecuting attorney.
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Miss Mac, did you guys need me physically in the courtroom or on Zoom?
No, no, we need, actually, Matt, we need, you need Ms. Walker or you need, Steve? For Ms. Alex,
I,
or do you
Uh,
want Mr. Rosen?
Matt,
It's-
I,
I'm asking how they do it, however they do it.
I just talked to Miss Walker, Your Honor, and she's willing to come on at any time.
Okay.
for
Well, Miss Cleveland, somebody let Miss Cleveland know. Man, I think we're good.
we don't-
Absolutely. Just let me know. And then, so
Okay.
you did contact Attorney Fikens, you contact Miss Walker and she should be able to get on.
Yes,
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
no problem.
I'll see you guys soon.
Okay.
Okay, to, Good morning, Mr. Avery.
Good morning.
Do you have your own attorney?
Uh, well, I had
Okay,
an-
just hold on.
but yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Adams, I need you to stay muted. Thank you.
All right, let's do it. All right. Good morning, Ms. Brimage. Are you ready on your 2 matters?
Good morning. Yes.
All right, wonderful. I did see Mr. Al Amin. Is he on?
Yes.
Mr. Al Amin, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, good morning to you, sir, and Happy New Year.
Good morning, Happy New Year.
All right, I have the following for you. I have case number SP 118-47242. Mr. Al Amin, state your full name, please.
Mohammed Anwar Alamin.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Brimage, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Al Amin?
Yes, Jasmine Brimage on behalf of the probation department. Mr. Alamin did complete anger management on December 27th. I received the completion from Mr. Rice. He does need the marijuana insight program. His balance is $605 for his probation fines and costs. He does have 2 other matters, no plates, which is $170, and blocking traffic, which is $175. So before he gets off probation, I know he has to clear those up. All of his screens have been negative. He does need to be careful with his fluid intake because he did have a low creatinine on December 27th.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Brimage. All right, Mr. Al Amin, what did you learn in that anger management class?
I learned that it's good to talk about my anger and like just to stop and think before I act.
Okay. Did you learn anything else? That's a good thing to learn. Stop and think before you act.
What is it?
I said that was a really good thing to learn. Stop and think before you act.
Yes.
All right, very good. Did you learn anything else in anger management?
Pretty much that was pretty much all. It just kind of opened me up to speak to other people about my problems. Because I wasn't used to being in a class with people, talking about my problems. But once I was in the class, it really just opened me up to speak about my problems more instead of just holding them in.
All right, awesome. Very good. I'm glad to hear that you're in compliance with probation. Did you have any questions for the court?
My drug test, they're $29 every time I go. Is there any way that it could be a little bit less? Because the people that I seen go in front of me, they're only paying like $9. I'm paying $29.
They're probably in a drug treatment court program. Ms. Brimage, I don't know what their cost is for outside of a specialty court. Is that what it should be costing, $29?
Aber Health, yes, for the full panel and ETG.
Okay, all right. Listen, how often do I have him testing?
Twice a week.
Okay, but he just had it diluted. Let's get some readings that are not diluted and I'll reduce your testing.
Do you know what a diluted is?
Okay.
Do you know what a diluted is, Mr. Alamin?
No.
Okay, so that means you took in too many fluids. I know you don't know when you have to test, but it was too many fluids and they couldn't get an accurate reading.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
So just like I drank too much water or something?
Too much any fluid. It could be water, juice, pop, tea, just too many fluids.
Okay.
All right. Ms. Brimage, how long has he been on probation so far?
Your Honor, he has been on probation since August 23rd.
And how long is his probation?
He is on for 12 months.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to have to continue to test. He's not even halfway through his probation yet.
So ATS is a little cheaper. It's only $15 if we can find a location closer for him, but he picked Aber Health because of the location. So I'll get with him and because ATS didn't have any, but maybe he can work something out where he can get to one of those locations because it's only $15.
Okay.
All right.
So you can call me this afternoon.
Mr. Alamin, work with Ms. Brimage to do that. Yes, because I can't reduce your testing. You haven't even been with us halfway through.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right. Awesome. Any recommendations as to Mr. any changes?
No, Judge, he's actually been doing well. We haven't had any issues with them after the first little hiccup we had.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. What would be, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, anything you'd like to add as to Mr. Alameen? He's doing well.
Keep up the good work. Thank you.
And I'd just like to say, Judge, Mr. Alameen, you've made a 180-degree turnaround in your life and in the way you handle matters, and we're very proud of you for doing that. You've made a great change.
All right, awesome. Ms. Brimage, what's next?
Okay, Your Honor, I wanted to give him a return date of February 7th. Does that work for you?
Does that work? Let me look. Hold on.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It does. February 7th, 2023, and that will be at 10 o'clock a.m.
And call me this
Okay.
afternoon, Mr. Alameen, so we could try to switch you over to another agency.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day. Take care.
You too. Have a good day.
Can we do Mr. Applegate next because his attorney is here?
Yes. I have for Mr. Applegate, Z808-6371. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ron Ruark for Paul Applegate, who's with me in the Zoom conference this morning.
Thank you. Good morning, Attorney Ruark. And then Mr. Applegate, if you could state your name for the record.
Paul Applegate.
All right. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Okay, Ms. Brimage.
Your Honor, as always, Mr. Applegate is doing excellent. He's screening at ATS twice a week, all negative, no misscreens, no dilutions, no positives. He completed the victim's impact panel. He continues his outpatient treatment at Lake Ridge. I did receive a glowing report from Mr. Burks, and he has a 0 balance. The last thing that I have him listed for is he needs the alcohol highway safety class.
All right, very good, very good. Counsel, was there anything you'd like to add as to your client?
I'm very happy with the reports that Ms. Brimage just gave. She's been very instrumental in helping Mr. Applegate. I'm very proud of him. He's just doing great. He looks forward to finishing his probation and reporting back to the court.
All right, awesome. Mr. Applegate, is there anything, any questions you have or any concerns that you need to share with the court?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
All right, I'm very proud of you doing the things that you're supposed to do for probation. Continue, keep up the good work. It's always good to hear after the holidays that everybody had a good report. That always feels really, really good. And so I just want to encourage you to keep going, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Ms. Brimage?
So, Judge, I had a lot of people for the 7th. Is February 14th okay for you, for Mr. Applegate to return?
On Valentine's Day?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so his date will be February 14th.
All right, very good. And that will be at 10 o'clock a.m.
Yes.
Okay. All right, very good. Good to see you, Counsel and Mr. Applegate. Take good care of yourselves. I'll see you next go round.
Thank you, Your Honor, very much. Thank you, Ms. Brimage.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
You
too.
Okay, Mr. Adams next. Frederick Adams.
All right, let's do Mr. Adams. I have 05-326-181. Mr. Adams, please state your name.
Frederick Adams.
All right, good morning, Mr. Adams. How are you?
Good morning.
All right, how are you doing today?
Okay.
Good, and Happy New Year to you.
Oh, Happy New Year to you too.
All right. Come on, Miss Brimage.
Okay, Your Honor, Mr. Adams is also doing well. No missed screens, no positive screens, no low creatinine. He does have some medical issues that he's dealing with. He keeps me abreast of those. He needs to complete the victim's impact panel and the alcohol highway safety. His probation doesn't end until March, so I told him that he does have some time to complete these classes. I guess when he called to schedule the class, he was told he needs to do them or he's going to go to jail. I said, nobody can put you in jail but the judge, and she's not going to put you in jail. So as long as you have the classes done prior to the end of probation. So I just had to ease his mind a little bit. So I guess he's better now.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. All right.
And his
And
final
so-
balance with us is $150. He's been making payments towards his fines and costs.
I'll have that paid this week.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
it'll be paid
awesome.
this week.
All right. Mr. Adams, do you have any questions for me today for the court?
No, Your Honor, I'm just ready to get off.
All right, well, keep doing what you're doing. You're closer than you think,
Very
okay?
close. Yep.
Yeah. I've got a nice probation officer. She's been real nice with me.
All right, that's good. That always makes it a lot better.
Yes,
All right,
yes, it
Mr.
does.
Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything else to Mr. Adams?
Yes, Judge. Keep up the good work, Mr. Adams. Good report. You're working the program. Stay in touch with Ms. Brimage. Happy New Year, sir.
Okay, you too.
And I'll just add, you're doing it, Mr. Adams. It's great to hear. Keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Mr. Adams,
All
I'll
right.
talk to you.
Okay, thank you.
What's his next date? Wait. What's your next date?
Okay.
February 7th. We're going to keep him on the 7th. Judge, I only
All right.
switched one person from this group to the 14th. I just wanted to balance it out a little bit.
Okay, wonderful. And that'll be at 10 o'clock a.m. on February 7th, okay?
But I'll talk to you before then.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Mr. Adams. Bye-bye. All right. Do you have Mr. Combs as well?
I do, Your Honor.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have for Alan Combs, SP 107-495-51 and case number 05-385-951. Mr. Combs, state your full name, please.
Alan Combs.
All right. Good morning to you, Mr. Combs,
Good morning.
and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Combs, I'm going to hear from Ms. Brimage. Tell me what's going on with Mr. Combs.
Your Honor, doesn't he look different?
He does. I did not even recognize him. I'm like, do you have Mr. Combs? Now I know who he is. He looks totally different. That's why I asked, did you have him? I'm like, okay. All right. Oh, I see Mr. Lamb has joined us. Mr. Lamb, place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Lamb, appearing on behalf of Mr. Combs as his farm advocate.
All right, very good. All right, Ms. Brimage, what do you want to tell us about Mr. Combs?
So, Your Honor, I'm surprised. Mr. Combs did what he was supposed to do over the holiday. He didn't have any positive screens, no missed screens, no low creatinine. He did excellent, and that shocked me. But he told me he said he was going to do it, so he proved himself. He does need the alcohol highway safety. His balance is $11.85. He did submit a payment yesterday in the form of a check, but he submitted it in a drop box. So once the new balance is filtered over, I'll make sure I note that.
Okay.
Okay. He's attended AA 2 times a week, and you said you wanted to know what he learned from AA. So, Mr. Combs, I'm gonna give you the floor. What you learning?
I'm learning that alcohol is not good for you, and to be honest and tell the truth, stay positive.
Okay, very good. Why do you need to stay honest and tell the truth?
So I can be great in life, Your Honor.
Yeah, because if you're lying to yourself, well, you can't lie to yourself, but if you're lying to other people, they don't know how to help you, right?
Right, correct.
You won't get the help you need. So that means that you can't go on and be great, especially when you're dealing with alcohol and your choices with respect to alcohol, right?
Correct.
All right, very good. Where are you going to your meetings?
Zoom.
Okay, very good, very good. And you're participating, right?
Yes.
All right, very good. You have any questions for the court today, Mr. Combs?
No, I just want to say thank you, Your Honor, and thank the court. Thank Ms. Brimage.
You're welcome. Judge, I did have one thing. We didn't give him a length of time for probation. You said you would see how he did for the holidays. So did you want to address that now, or you want to wait till his next
When did
review?
he start? I do want to wait till his next review, but let me ask you, when did he start probation?
So originally he was placed on probation November 6, 2020, but he just came back to us in December.
Okay. So December of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And he's got an OWI, is that correct?
Yes. OWI, correct.
All right. I want to continue to see his progress, Ms. Burnage.
Okay.
I want to continue to see his progress. I mean, it's too early now.
Okay.
He won't be able to just do a 3 month or whatever. No, not even 3 month, 1 month probation. But
Okay.
yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep
Okay.
going. All right. But don't let me forget.
I won't.
So I appreciate that. All right. Mr. Lamb, Attorney Lamb, do you have anything for the court as to Mr. Combs?
Nothing for the court as it relates to Mr. Combs, Your Honor. I would just, as it relates to, well, that's not true. Concerning his probation, I would just ask that the length of his probation, I would ask that you just consider the fact that he did voluntarily participate in the farm program. Mr. Combs took the initiative to do that for himself. Lastly, I just want to co-sign what Ms. Brimage said. Mr. Combs, you're looking good, sir. I would encourage you to continue to participate in this treatment court and exceed the court's expectations. I'm proud of you, sir. Big ups.
Thank you.
Continue to do what you're doing.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. Ms. Brimage, is he doing any counseling, therapy?
Your Honor, he was in order to complete outpatient treatment.
Okay, did he at least get assessed to see if he needed any treatment through the 1-800 number with Detroit Wayne Integrated Health Network?
No, do you want to put that as part of the order? Okay.
Yes, let's get him assessed. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
Because I want Mr. Combs, when he is finished with us, that he's finished with us. Like,
okay.
Yeah, done. Okay?
All right. So, Mr. Combs,
All
I'll
right.
call you this afternoon. I got a few more people in another courtroom, but I'll call you to get you that information, okay?
Okay, what about the 2 tickets that I had?
Let me see. Hold on. Miss Matt, can you see if he has?
Hold on, hang on.
Okay.
He has 2 additional tickets outside of the 2 that are on the docket.
Well,
Is
the
that
only-
what you're saying, Ms. Simmons?
Your Honor, I only have the one that he's on probation for, but something was mentioned for I found it, Miss Mac. SP 107495521 and SP 107495551. Operator license not on person. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I have the operators, the one ending in 51. I did not have the one ending in 21 on my
In 21.
docket.
Okay.
So what's the status of those cases? Do we know?
It's in default.
Which one is in default?
That's the one in 20, it ends in 21, Judge, that disregard traffic control device.
That's in default?
Yes.
Okay, and then what about 51?
That one is in pending status. I don't think he took the plea on it.
He has not taken a plea on that one?
No, he has not taken a plea on that.
Okay, and so, Mr. Lamb, you may want to speak with the prosecutor about the 2 matters, one ending in 2-1, which is a default judgment. I don't know how old it is, if they'll be able to do anything with that. And the matter ending in 5-1, it is still pending as to whether or not you can work out something for your client. Unless you want to just, you want to have him pay the default. Unless you want to have him pay the default and then set the other one for trial.
Well, my preference would be to try and work out a global resolution with the prosecutor's office, Your Honor. Is it something that we might be able to defer until the next hearing, or is that something that needs to be resolved today?
He's not in warrant status, right?
No.
Okay, then let's put it down for the 5-1. Let's put that one for pretrial. And it'll also be along with the matter that he's on probation with. And his next court date will be that February 7th date. Is that correct, Ms. Brimage?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And then let's just remember that he has that default judgment out there. And Mr. Lamb, you can work with the prosecuting attorney on those, okay?
Understood. Will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. All right, awesome. Thank you, Mr. Combs, for bringing it to our attention. Let's right. Might as well get yourself together while you're with me, right?
Yes,
There you
thank you too,
go.
Your Honor.
All right, very good. I will see you on the 7th at 10 o'clock a.m.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll call you this afternoon with the 1-800 information, okay?
Okay, Ms. Brown.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Have a
All
good one.
right, you're very welcome. Mr. Lamb, good to see you. Have a good
Nice
one.
to see you as well, Judge Holmes. Be well. Take care.
All right, you too.
Judge,
All right, Ms. Bridget.
Mr. Dyke just sent me a text message and said the internet is messed up over at Sobriety House, so they couldn't log in for Mr. Adams. So do you want me to tell him to call in?
This is Darrell Adams.
Yes.
Tell me how he's doing. He's in Sobriety House.
He's still in Sobriety House. He's waiting for his bed at, remember he was going to transitional housing at Plymouth Lighthouse, so he was on the waiting list. So he's still waiting to get in the Plymouth Lighthouse for transitional housing.
All right. Are you having any issues with him?
No issues at all.
Now, he has a number of things on my docket.
Mm-hmm.
A few of them were pre-trial and some were review.
Okay.
Ms. Brimage, he clearly probably didn't have an attorney. Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, did you all look at anything to see?
We can, Judge. We haven't looked at it. I see there are 3 pretrials. I know that pursuant to the memorandum of understanding that we could reduce the NOP to fail to display and dismiss the other 2 matters. We could do that at any time, Judge.
You have that offer already, Mr. Ficus?
Pursuant to the memorandum of understanding, yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. And so is that Mr. Adams that just came on, Ms. Brimage?
No, I'm not sure who that is.
That's not, okay. All right. So Ms. Brimage, what's your pleasure? Do you want to try him again tomorrow, or you want to put him on for next week, Tuesday?
Next Tuesday is fine. That way I'll get with Mr. Dyke and see where he is on the waiting list. When I talked to him right after Christmas, he was still at the bottom of the waiting list. So I'm not sure where he has moved to now.
Okay. And so I'm supposed to be in Lansing for a morning meeting at 11, I think.
Next week.
Yes, on the 17th. That's the 17th? Yeah.
Because I have some people on that day. So would you need me to switch them around?
I don't want to put too many people. I can do, I'm going to work in the morning. I'll just be off.
As of right now, I just have 2. So Mr. Adams will make 3. Is that good?
Okay, then let's put Mr. Adams on. That's
okay.
Perfect. So that would be January 17th, 2023. And we'll put him on for 10 o'clock a.m. as well.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm texting Mr. Dyke now, so I'll let him know.
All right. Let me put his case numbers on the record. SP 1300756 counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 108-23641. SP 111-3697 counts 1 and 2. SP 1249809 counts 1 and 2. And case number SP 1249851. All of these matters are for Darrell Adams, and I am adjourning them to January 17th, 2023 at 10 o'clock a.m. All right. Thank you, Ms. Brimage.
Thanks, Judge.
Do you have anybody else?
I do. I see Daisha Adams. She's not on. I mean, I see she's on here, but her camera is not on and she's muted. And then Anthony Avery, you have him today for sentencing.
All right. Very good. And Mr. Avery didn't have to come in for sentencing today?
Let me look and see. It looks like is he down there? I just did the report, so let me look and see.
Not that I know of. Is he here?
I'm checking. He's not here.
Okay. All right. Has he been testing, Ms. Brimage? Let me ask that question.
Let me see the health results. He's on a sober link, so he did his initial test, and he's been on a sober link since November 22nd.
All right, then I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Then I wouldn't have taken him. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, very good. Let's do. Who do you want to do first?
Oh, Daisha's on now.
All right, very good. Let's do case number Z8082801. Good morning, Ms. Adams. Unmute for me.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year's to you too.
All right, Miss Adams, you doing what you're supposed to be doing?
Yeah,
Supposed to
I need to
mute.
talk to Mr. Fiken because I keep having a problem when I go to the Secretary of State to get them license he said I could get.
All right. Have you talked to Mr. Fikens today?
No, I haven't.
All right, Mr. Fikens, when I'm finished with her hearing, will you go in the breakout room with her and find out what's going on? Because she's trying to get that license and I don't want her driving without it. She can't drive without it.
Yes, Judge.
All right, very good. All right, Miss Brimage, tell me what's going on with Miss Adams.
Okay, Your Honor, Miss Adams is screening as ordered. No Mr. Positive screen. She did her holiday drops as ordered. She completed the alcohol, highway safety, and the victims impact panel. She was having issues with the appointment at Pop-Off. They scheduled her for December 29th. No one called her. I spoke with them today, so I do have her scheduled for her first session this Thursday at January 12th at noon. So they're supposed to send you a link, Miss Adams. Did you get my email?
No, but I'll go recheck because sometimes I come in late. They had called me today too when I was leaving ATS from doing the screening today. And they told me about it too. I told them I was gonna let the court know, but she said she already let you guys know. But I just wanted to make sure for my own benefit.
Yes, so she's been very proactive. So I'm glad. And I followed up after she sent me the information. Her balance is $700, and I did have on there that she needed to speak with Mr. Fikens about her license.
All right, very good. So she's going to get into her counseling sessions,
Her
right?
session is Thursday. Her first session is Thursday at 12. So they wanted to put her in medication assisted. And I told them that's not what you sent her for. You sent her for outpatient.
I don't order, but I don't order MAT and I don't deny people MAT.
Okay.
I'm not a doctor.
Right.
So that's the conversation Miss Adams would have to have with her provider, because Miss Adams may feel that she needs MAT. I don't know, but a doctor has to oversee it, and that's a conversation they have to have with Miss Adams.
I think that from my understanding, she did tell them that she wanted to do the behavioral health, which is the outpatient treatment. But they said that she wasn't open to the medicated assisted, but I'll talk to Miss Adams about that. But that was a conversation I had with Miss Brittany R this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so is Miss Adams testing, and her testing is good?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so Miss Adams is doing well, no issues.
None at all. Just her license.
So
she went to the Secretary of State. They told her that they couldn't help her, so she could talk to Mr. Fiken after this.
All right, Mr. Fikens, I do need her to get that straightened out. Miss Adams, you are doing what's necessary, right? Is that correct? You know why I keep on asking.
Yeah, I know you gonna keep on asking me. That's why I make sure I be on point, just like you be on point when you be asking me them questions. I ain't got time for that.
All right then. I need to make sure you do what you're supposed to do, ma'am. Okay.
I'll be on their heads just like you be on mine.
And yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right. Very good. You have any questions for me today, Miss Adams?
No, I just wanted to just to talk to Mr. Fiken, because every time I went to the Secretary of State, they keep telling me that I can't get it.
And Your Honor, if I might, and I'll still be happy to talk to Miss Adams, but I know that the problem is that there's a reinstatement fee on the case that brought her here in front of you. There's a $45 reinstatement fee. Usually it cannot be paid until after all the payments are made and there's still an outstanding balance. But if this court would consider allowing her to pay the $45 reinstatement fee, that would lift that at least judicial impediment. There still might be an impediment. If the court will allow that, that will get her on her way. She still might have a problem with the Secretary of State as far as time to reapply for the license, but I'll address that with her in a break.
All right, very good. Okay, so Miss Adams, we are going to Miss Mack. let her be put in the system that she's allowed to pay her reinstatement fee in order to get her driver's license prior to the completion of her probation. As long as Miss Brimage, you don't have an objection to that, right? Because she's doing what she's supposed to do.
No objection.
All right, wonderful. And so, and then Mr. Ficus, you can still meet with her, make sure there's nothing else that's holding her back. And then hopefully she can get that license. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, I'm gonna help you, Miss Adams, okay?
I know, that's why I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, so I can be able to get them license back.
All right, awesome. All right, very good, very good. All right, with that, what's next for Miss Brimage? I mean, for Miss Adams.
All right. So Judge, I do want her to call me Thursday after her session just to make sure that they did what they were supposed to, and her next return to court date will be February 7th.
All right, very good. And that'll be at 10 o'clock a.m., Miss Adams. Did you get that?
Yes, I got that.
All right, very good. It's good to see you. Glad that you had a good transition from 2022 to 2023. So glad,
Yeah,
okay?
I'm glad too. You as well.
All right, hang in there. I'll see you next go round.
Okay.
And Your
All
Honor,
right, okay.
if Ms. Wilson could invite us into a breakout room with Ms.
Please,
Adams.
Miss Wilson. All right.
So Judge, did you have any other cases before we do the sentencing? Because I do have another courtroom I have to run to. Or did you want to try to do the sentencing? Okay.
I know Miss Harris is on, but I don't see a case manager.
Okay,
And
we
then
can do
I
this.
don't know who the other gentleman is. If Miss Wilson can find out who that is and put his name up. But I'm ready for your sentencing, and I think that's going to be it for you, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Do you have a copy of the
All right.
report?
I do not. Can I get a copy?
And did the attorney get a copy of the report, either Mr. Fiken or Mr. Reed?
Yes, Ms. Brimage, I have a copy of the pre-sentence report. Do I need to talk to Mr. Avery? Can I go in the breakout room with him and let him know what's going on?
That's up to Judge Holmes.
Yeah, if you need to talk to your client, by all means, do it. Yeah.
Can I go in the breakout room with Mr. Avery just to let him know what the pre-sentence recommendation is?
Okay. All right. Go right ahead. Miss Wilson, if you could do that.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Brimage. I don't know if you need to go to another courtroom.
No, I can wait. No, I'll wait.
You'll wait? All right. Would you let Miss Harris, who is your case manager?
Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Miss Harris.
Mr.
What's going
Green,
on with you?
not much. I'm okay. I'm doing much better than I was yesterday. Thank God for that.
Who's your case manager?
Mr. Green is my case manager. I just texted him and asked him where he's at because I'm in court and he's not.
Okay, I don't know that it's your court date. You're not on my docket for today.
You
And
sure?
today is not your specialty court day. So give us a second to reach out to Mr. Green and find out what's going on, okay?
Okay, that's what I was texted today. That I was supposed to be here.
Okay, just hold tight for 1 second. Give Mr. Green, put yourself on mute.
Yes,
and then the gentleman that's in the blue shirt, sir, can you tell us your name? I know they've asked you. Can you tell us your name so we can get you to the right place?
Miss Harris, you're scheduled for tomorrow, 1:11, not 1:10.
Okay, thank you. He texted me the wrong information. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry.
Charleston,
I got my days mixed up. That's what it is. I'm thinking today the 11th. I apologize, you all.
It's okay.
You all have a great
Very
morning.
good.
Thank
All right,
you.
you do the same.
Thank you. I will. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, for the gentleman in the blue shirt, we need to know your name.
Charleston Adams.
Oh, he's for a trial.
He's for a trial. Thank you for being here. All right, we still have a few minutes to let officers and everybody check in, okay? All right, thank you.
Mr. Adams, accept the invite. Send him to one, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
Can somebody hear me?
I can.
Okay, I was for Mr. Anthony Avery.
He just went in the breakout room with attorney Reed, so we didn't know that he had a retained attorney. Did you receive a copy of his the alcohol assessment?
No, I didn't, and I was waiting to say something.
Okay.
So he needs to come out because that I don't know why they. Anyway.
Okay, let me.
I thought they had my information.
I'm not sure.
The case was scheduled for 10 o'clock. Is that correct? And so that's probably why he went to another breakout room, because it's now 10:47 a.m. But we'll bring him or send you into a breakout room with your client, okay?
I was on here earlier and I got disconnected and I didn't say anything because the judge was talking.
Yeah, we had no way of knowing. All right.
Okay,
thank
yeah,
you.
but I was here and I got disconnected. I got to a better location.
Who is she here
Okay,
for,
we had
Judge?
no way of knowing.
Okay, well, I didn't want to disrupt her. So did you give, okay. What's this attorney? Did they give it to him? Mr. Fikens, did they give it to him?
Yeah, Ms. Barrett, who are you representing?
Anthony Avery. It should be in the computer. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
he's back with Mr.
hello,
Wright.
is this Anthony Avery's attorney?
Yes, I don't know why they didn't send me the report, and I was on here earlier and the judge
Okay.
was talking, so I didn't say anything.
My name is Reed. I'm an attorney. They sent the report to Mr. Fikens and myself, and I was in a breakout room. He didn't say he had a retained attorney, so you should
Well, I'm
probably.
appointed through the court, and I was here earlier. I don't know what the mix-up is. My name was in the computer, so I don't know why this happened.
Okay, well, he didn't say anything.
Ma'am, the mix-up, Mr. Reed, hold on. Because I'm streaming live. The mix-up is that you came on, you didn't check in with my clerk. Nobody knew you were here. So we don't surf to see who has their cameras off, but who's here, because our courtroom is moving. We have people physically that come into the courtroom and people that are on Zoom. So we don't do that. So that was the mix-up. But now that you're here, you can go, we'll email you the report, and you can go in the breakout room with Mr. Anthony, okay? So that's the mix-up. Yes, this is the judge.
Okay, Judge, I didn't want to disrupt you. That's what happened.
No, but there's a way to check in though, counsel. That's what I'm saying.
How do you check in with yours?
You can either call my court clerk or you can put it in the chat, and my court reporter will see it. So, because I don't monitor, we don't get a chance to monitor. We move full speed ahead.
So you check in your chat.
You can check in by calling the clerk, or you can check in by putting it in the chat, and my court reporter will check you in.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay, all right, we're gonna send you to a breakout room.
Okay, I don't know that I got that report though, Judge.
Oh, put your email address in the chat so we can send it to you right now.
Okay. Did the right person get my email?
Did you send it? Did she send it? Put it in the chat?
Yes, I did.
All right.
Do I need to send it again?
No, I have it. I send it to the clerk.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, then you're good. You're good. She has it. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. You can. Someone who's on the iPhone that with the chandelier showing, we need you to put your name on or tell us who you are so that we can get you to the right place. Thank you so much.
Could I please go in that breakout room with Mr. Avery?
Mr. Avery, I moved you to a breakout room.
Okay. Is there anything I have to click or?
Yes.
Nothing showed up on the screen. What am I supposed to press? Oh, okay, I see. I think that's it. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Angular, He went to breakout room 1, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm ready on Mr. Avery whenever. Let me see. You are.
Mr. Avery, can you adjust your camera? Thank you.
No problem.
All right, the parties are ready on Anthony Avery, case number Z 8086981. Counsel, your appearance.
Good morning, Melita Baird on behalf of Anthony Avery.
Thank you, and good morning to you, counsel. And then Mr. Avery, please unmute and state your name for the record. Unmute yourself for me, Mr. Avery.
Anthony Avery.
All right, awesome. Miss Brimage, let's do it.
Okay, so Your Honor, Mr. Avery's alcohol assessment was completed at the court. He indicated that he's a 33-year-old single male. He claims paternity of 2 minor children, ages 8 and 14. He's before the court today on count 1, operating while visibly impaired, amended from operating with high blood alcohol content of 0.17 or more. He pled guilty on November 18, 2022. He reported that he attended Southeastern High School in Detroit, Michigan through the 12th grade. He denied earning a diploma from there. He indicated that he earned his GED in 2009. He indicated that he has no military experience and he has been employed at Chrysler in Warren, Michigan for 2 years. He described his current physical health as good. He denied any physical health issues or concerns. He described his mental health as stable, and he also denied any mental health issues or concerns. He did complete the Needs Plus questionnaire on December 1st, 2022. It says based on the responses of the survey questions, the respondent made significant effort to present himself in a more favorable light. The responses to the survey questions related to criminogenic risk results indicate a low risk of criminal behavior. The defendant's responses to the survey questions did not indicate any correlation to DSM-5 categories specific to substance use disorders. Further evaluation may be warranted, and the Needs Plus recommends early intervention. According to the Michigan Secretary of State and computerized criminal history check, the instant offense is his first arrest and criminal conviction. It indicates that his license is restricted through March 6, 2023, and he owes a $65 financial obligation to the court. On the date of the arrest, June 10th, 2022, the defendant's BAC was 0.19. On December 8th, the defendant submitted to urinalysis testing at Aver Health, and the results were positive for marijuana. He has been on a sober link since November 22nd, 2022, and there has been no positive results. The probation department recommends that he be sentenced to 12 months probation, attend outpatient substance abuse treatment until medically discharged, shall not consume any alcohol beverage, shall not use or possess any illegal substances, submit to random urinalysis testing at Ava Health or at 36th District Court, complete the Victims Impact Panel, complete the Alcohol Highway Safety, complete the Marijuana Insight Program, view the consequences video, and pay the statutory fines and costs, including the supervision fee of $35 a month. That's the completion of the report.
All right, Attorney Barrett.
Judge, we don't have any additions or deletions to make to the report. The only thing, excuse me, I'm sorry, that I would add is that just reemphasize the fact that he doesn't have a criminal record. He is working, he's supporting his kids.
Okay. All right, very good. And so Ms. Brimage, I placed him on that sober link because I needed to get him through to sentencing. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. And so your recommendation is that he be subjected to random tests. And you said at Ava Health or 36th District Court?
Yes, and I think we use Ava Health because it was the closest location. Usually at the intake, we give them the choice to ATS or Ava Health, and that was a closer location for him.
All right, but is Ava Health more costly?
It is more costly.
All right, so I'll leave that up to him, Attorney Barrett, as to where he'll do his random test, because I don't want him to have to pay so much. And so if there's any, Mr. Avery, is there anything else you'd like me to know about you before I do sentencing?
No, Your Honor. I was just kind of confused about the positive marijuana test because I haven't smoked since January 7th, 2022.
Okay, well, you did something because it showed up in your system. You have to make sure you are careful about where you eat, what you eat, who you eat from, all of those things, okay?
Okay.
Judge, I have a question. He said he hadn't smoked since January of 2022. He said 2022. Okay. All right, because the test was December 8th, 2022. So that was like 12 months later. So I'm not sure why, but.
So he has to make sure that he's careful with what he does.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Mr. Avery?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, anything else?
No.
All right, then the court is going to sentence as follows. I'm going to follow the recommendation from the probation department. I am going to require you to be assessed for substance use, for SUD treatment, for outpatient treatment. And so do you have your own private insurance, Mr. Avery?
Yes.
You do. Okay, so Ms. Brimage, let's make sure he knows he needs to get on with the number with his private insurance provider so that you can get assessed. Now, this is what I will say to you, Mr. Avery. According to our assessment tool, it says that you attempted to present yourself in a position more favorably than what you really are. So that means, in other words, it's a really nice way of saying you weren't truthful about the assessment. And so you were trying to give answers so that you wouldn't have to go to treatment or what have you. That's not going to work for me because we're here to help you, but you've got to help yourself. So when you get on for your assessment with your insurance company, you need to be brutally honest with them. You're going to be with me for 12 months. You might as well get the help that you need as opposed to trying to, skip and dodge. And then you end up with issues and violations that can land you at the Wayne County Jail. Okay.
Yes. I mean, that was just a judgment. I am an honest person.
Okay. No, I'm not saying that you're not. I'm saying I need you to be honest when you do your assessment. Okay.
Oh, always.
Okay. Be brutally honest so that you can get the appropriate level of care. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. So I am going to require you to do that treatment until you are medically discharged. As a part of your probation, you are not able to consume alcohol or any illegal drugs. And so what I'm going to do is caution you that when you buy a drink that says non-alcoholic beer, anything, even if it says non-alcoholic, don't drink it. Because guess what? There is always a small percentage of alcohol in it, and you will test positive. So just stay away from those drinks. You're on probation. You will also be subjected to random urinalysis, and that's going to be a minimum of, we'll start with 2 times per week. That's where we'll start. That doesn't mean you'll do it that way for the entire 12 months. Ms. Brimage, I am going to remove the sober link so that he's able to test. I'm not going to have him do both. So we'll remove the sober link, and then you will test at a facility. You need to let Ms. Brimage know which facility that will be, because we need to get those results in real time. In addition, you must also do the victim impact panel. You must attend the Alcohol Highway Safety Education Program. You must also do the Marijuana Insight Program and watch the consequences video. I am assessing a fine in the amount of $250. I'm assessing costs in the amount of $35 per month for probation oversight. And so those will be the terms and conditions of your probation. Ms. Brimage will serve as your probation officer. And I'm going to see you. I'll start off, Ms. Brimage, with every 30 days. Let's see how he does.
Okay.
And so what would be his next court date?
That would be the 7, 14, 20. That would be the February 7th date.
All right, so we'll do February 7th, 2023, and that will be at 10 o'clock a.m. Okay?
Judge, do I
Attorney
come to that or
Barrett,
no?
we have attorneys that are assigned to my courtroom, the same attorneys every day. And so, Ms. Barrett, I don't think you'll have to appear for that, but that would be up to your client, I'm assuming.
Okay. All right, I just
you
want
and
to
your
check.
client?
Thank you.
Okay, very good. All right, Ms. Barrett, did you have any questions for the court?
No, Judge.
All right, Mr. Avery, do you have any questions for the court?
Yeah, since I'm being taken off the sober link, should I still use it today, or when do I return it, or how does that work?
Use it today, and then get with Ms. Brimage. Ms. Brimage, tell him how you want to get it returned, and his testing is to start immediately.
Okay, I'll call him this afternoon when I'm done with court. I have one more courtroom to go to.
Okay. All right, very good. Anything else?
Not for me, Judge.
No, Judge.
All right, very good. Thank you all for your patience this morning. Take care. And Mr. Avery, I'll see you in 30 days.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay. We should be ready for trials. Am I correct?
Yes, Judge. I have 2 people in the breakout room ready for trials. I don't believe any police officers are showing. I've told Mr. Rosenthal that. Oh, he's zoomed on now. So when Ms. Wilson can take those people out of breakout room,
yes,
then we will be ready to go. And we're ready to go with Mr. Adams.
Probation order, I wrote it up.
Make your motion, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. For the
All right. Are we ready?
yes,
Which
Judge.
two?
If Miss Angulo could turn on her camera.
Yes.
And
All
I
right,
believe,
schedule for trial.
yes, Judge.
Oh, it's hyphenated on ours.
All 3 defendants are here, Judge. You can go right down the list, Your Honor, if you wish.
Okay. All right, we're ready. Let's.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Now. Yeah.
but it's the work. Okay, okay, yeah, all right, thank you.
Yes, sir. What message? I sent a message to you. For what? Okay, bring her on down. She's tripping. All right, let's go. Give me 1 second. All right, it didn't.
Ms. Angulo, please keep your camera on, okay? We're in court.
Sorry.
No problem.
Mr. Fikes, do you want me to make the motions?
No, I can't, Judge. Mr. Reed, I mean.
Okay.
All right, I am ready. I'm going to start with my trials first with Charleston Adams. Case numbers SP 1372900, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Adams, unmute and state your full name for the record, please.
Charleston Emmanuel Adams.
All right, thank you, sir. Are we ready to proceed to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, defendants are ready.
Mr. Rosenthal, place your appearance on the record for me.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Matthew Rosenthal for the people, P84807.
Are we ready? Are the people ready to proceed to trial?
We're ready to proceed, Your Honor. Not I don't think we'll be going through with any, but we are ready to proceed.
We'd make a motion to dismiss for a lack of a complaining witness, Judge.
All right, Mr. Rosenthal, in response?
I have no objection, Your Honor. I just ask that this dismissal be without prejudice.
All right, I am going to grant the motion. All three matters are dismissed without prejudice. Thank you so much, Mr. Adams. You are excused.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Yeah, that's
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You too, thank you. I'm now going to go to Miss Alfaro Angulo. I have case number V128-35322, V128-35422, V128-35622, V128-35722, and V128-35822. Miss Angulo, please state your full name for the record.
Maya Faro Angulo.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, today is the date scheduled for trial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 matters. There's something that's in warrant status, though. There's a 982 that's in warrant status.
And Your Honor, if, I don't know the status of that matter, if it refers to the dog matter, I'd ask that the matter be taken out of warrant status, because obviously they were to follow all the same tickets. She's always complied being there all the time. She's a dog owner. She had her dogs vaccinated and licensed. One dog was stolen past June, so I don't know if that is the nature of this case. I bring that only up to show that she's a conscientious and careful person, Judge. And so I'd ask that that matter be taken out of warrant status. And I would make a motion to dismiss then all 6 matters at this time for lack of a complaining witness.
I'm confused a little bit because none of these tickets actually, let me just make sure I'm doing this right. So
let's see.
Is the last 2 numbers is the year that it was issued, is that correct? Got it, okay, very good. So I have that one. All right, I'm sorry, I was looking at this the wrong way. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 8, 3, 5, 3. Okay, so I have that one as well. 3, 5, 2, 8, 3, 5, 6. Mr. Feigens, I have still 3 matters that are not on my docket that were issued back in 2021, and they are in warrant status.
Judge, again, for today's purposes, if I've seen the tickets, so at this point in time, I can only ask that they be taken out of warrant status, perhaps set for pre-trial so we can take a look at them. If the officers were not notified to be here, I certainly can't make a motion to dismiss.
No, they were not. They were not notified. Now, for the matters that are scheduled for trial today, the 5 that I read into the record, there's a motion to dismiss those without prejudice. Mr. Rosenthal, what's your response?
Yes, Your Honor, for those tickets, we can dismiss without prejudice. However, I'd ask for the other ones, if we can arraign the defendant, maybe give them a pretrial date, whatever would work best for the court, Your Honor.
That would be agreeable.
That is what I will do. Give me 1 second. I am dismissing the 5 matters that were on my docket. Mr. Rosenthal, let your witnesses know that if there's a problem with the dog, I need them to come to court.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Because otherwise these matters will keep getting dismissed.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right, so I've dismissed the ones that are on my docket. And then for the remaining 3 matters, let me place those matters on the record. I have V123983, V123981, and V123982. And so for those matters, I will set aside the warrant and I'll set these for pretrial. Mr. Fikens, can we pre-try them next week on Thursday?
Yes, Judge, I will be here.
All right. Am I here?
The 19th, yeah.
Yes, okay. So I'm scheduling all of these for pretrial on 1/19/23, and that's going to be at 9:30 a.m. Okay, Mr. Fikens?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. All right, ma'am. Thank you. I'll see you on the 19th at 9:30 a.m. Same Zoom station, okay?
Unmute yourself.
Thank you.
Shannon.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, I'm going to go now to Terrence Adams. I have SP 1399763, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Adams,
you,
state your full name for the record. Unmute yourself first. Mr. Adams?
Yes, how you doing, Your Honor?
I'm well, thank you. State your full name for the record, please.
Terrence Tyrese Adams.
Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Rosenthal, today is the date scheduled for trial. Are the parties ready to proceed?
We would move at this point in time to dismiss, Your Honor, for lack of a complaining witness.
All right, Mr. Rosenthal?
We have no objection, Your Honor. We just ask that these dismissals both be without prejudice.
And they are without prejudice. The matters are dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I only have a couple of matters to call at 10:30. Are we ready, Miss
Yes.
Mac?
Yes,
Let's
ma'am.
do it. I have for Joni Alato, I'm going to call case number SP 137-31632. Did they pay?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Then I'm going to dismiss count 1 without prejudice.
Yes.
All right. For Jamie Askew, I have SP 129-87952, SP 129-88101, SP 129-88102, and count 3.
So Mr. Askew paid a ticket that's not on the docket, Judge. It's SP 129-87951. He paid that ticket and all his other remaining matters would be dismissed.
All right, then they are dismissed. The matters I've read into the record are dismissed without prejudice. And I think that that is everything for today's docket. Anything else for my consideration?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing else? All right, very good. You all did a wonderful job. I have staffing for another specialty court, which means that you all are off the hook. You are to be so happy. All right. Wait a minute. Oh, Miss Cleveland is in the courtroom. Miss Cleveland, I heard Miss Ellis had a positive screen.
Yeah, I would throw myself on your mercy because.
Is she gone?
She's gone, but I called her, I told her to come back. Cause I said, you know, you tripping, excuse me, you know, you got something going on here, and she said that she doesn't know why she's testing positive.
For what?
Alcohol and marijuana. I said, get that down here, right now. So she's on her way, but I apologize because again, that was my little memory bubble that they should not be able to leave prior to a test result coming in. So she said she's on her way. I told her if she did not, or if she failed to clear, she would be receiving a bench warrant, and we will come pick her up. So I apologize, Your Honor. It's just so much. You know, she did have all those medical documents. I asked her.
No, you're good. Miss Ellis plays a good role.
Yes. So
and she did in sidebar. I just need to let y'all know that. Because instead of getting sanctioned today, she said she brought, after we begged for this documentation to show why she would be diluted, she brought it in today after we begged for it, right? You saw last week, I told her, you're gonna come in this week. You're gonna either have your documentation or you're going to jail. She brings it in, and then instead of a sanction, I place her on the sober link. I reduce her in-person testing to 1 time per week so that we can work with her. And now she turns around and she has tested positive. You all need to be on standby and we'll need a prosecutor.
Yes, I'll let Ms. Walker know, and, again, you should be here. within the
I'll
next
wait. All right.
We'll be
Court is
here.
in recess. It's in recess.
Yes, Judge. Thank you. Can you hear me, Mr. Fikens?
We can. I bet you Miss Walker can hear you too.
Oh, okay.
Here, Mr. Reed.
Unmute me.
Good morning, Attorney Walker. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Ms. Ellis is going into the breakout, into a conference room to talk with her case manager, Prosecutor Walker. She was here earlier today. She has been consistently testing diluted. She told us she was having some medical challenges. We have been asking for, put the camera on me. I'm just talking. I'm sorry. We have been asking her for medical documentation because she cannot continue in the program with diluted screens. It goes against the standards of the program. She did not provide adequate documentation to her case manager as of last week, and so I brought her in this week. And today was supposed to be the day that either you're going to provide information or I'm going to sanction you because you cannot continue in the program with diluted tests. She's also been providing a food log every Friday to her case manager to determine if there's something that she's eating or drinking that would cause her to have a diluted screen. On today, she brought in some medical documentation to support why she has a diluted screen. In lieu of sanction, because I accepted that documentation as valid, I'm putting her on a sober link and reducing her testing to 1 time per week. Miss Cleveland had her test before she left the court on today and released her before her results came in. Her results have come back positive for alcohol and for THC. And so I'm not a happy camper because I'm jumping through all kinds of hoops. Miss Ellis has had, she has really struggled with being compliant in this program. She'll do good for a while and then she'll fall off. Then she'll do well. And now this latest stint has been dilutions. And Miss Cleveland sent a text message of several dates over the holidays that she was diluted. She tested diluted. And so I indicated to her, I had her come back to the courthouse where she is here and she sat in the box. And what I said to her, she needs to decide what she's going to do on today. She's going to tell me what's going on so we can get her the right help, or I'm going to sanction her. So she's now talking to her case manager. I gave her a minute to think about it. She's talking to her case manager. So as soon as Miss Cleveland comes out to tell me what she'd like to do, I'll be ready to proceed. But I'm not going to keep doing this merry-go-round with Miss Ellis.
Understood, Judge.
Yes, thank you so much for understanding.
Of course.
Yes,
All right. All right. Okay. All right. Prosecutor Walker, defense attorney. Can
Yes,
you all
ma'am.
hear me?
Yes, Judge.
All right. I just had a sidebar with Miss Ellis, Daisha Ellis, and she shared some information, and I'll put it in the chat for you all, or I'll send a text message for you all, because it's not something I should be placing on YouTube. But what I am going to do right now is I'm having Miss Cleveland contact her counselor, Miss Hawthorne, because of some information that was shared in sidebar, to determine whether or not she needs to go to the crisis center. I am going to tell you that I am getting a psychiatric evaluation for her. I believe she needs that evaluation, but I need a determination as to whether or not she goes to a crisis center on today. So Ms. Cleveland is making that call right now. I really want to send her to jail for a day. I really want to, because she had the opportunity this morning to tell me, Judge, my test is going to come back negative because of an issue that I've experienced. She didn't do that. She tested, left, and then we had to call her back. And so, but I am more concerned about getting her the help that she needs. So I'm not going to hold you all up, because I know I have mental health court staffing at 1:30, and I need to take just a quick break. And so what I'll do is, if I'm going to send her to jail, then I will reach out to you all. If not, I'm going to follow the recommendation of Ms. Hawthorne, and I'm sending her out for a psych evaluation. Are you all okay with that?
Yes, Judge.
No objections, Judge. No objections
All
at all.
right.
We agree. I
Very
agree.
good. All right. And she has a follow-up court date of January 13th at 10:35 a.m. And so, and if anything changes, of course, everybody will be notified. Okay? Thank you all for your patience. I appreciate you.
Thank you,
Yes,
Judge.
Judge. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Court is